Hey YouTube, I just needed to give you an update on that whole wardrobe issue that we had going on. And for the past few episodes I've been talking about the zebra head and making a zebra mask. And every time I turned around it was a different way that they wanted it made for my granddaughter's performance. Which tonight was night number 1 of this performance. So, the last episode, previous episode, I don't know if you've seen it. If you haven't, it's in the playlist. I decided because my granddaughter said it's supposed to fit on your head, but your face is supposed to be clear so they can put makeup on. So I said, oh, okay. Make it like a hat. I made it like a hat with the mane, because she was a giraffe, going down the middle all the way to the back. Get to the school today after the chaotic travel time, because there was so much chaos that I left an hour early to get to the school and arrived there 10 minutes before the performance started. Got a zebra head to her. Well, my daughter did anyway. Tina got it to her. And wondering, okay, where's my granddaughter's clothes? Her clothes, the new stuff that had been bought because of the whole wardrobe situation, was missing. She ended up wearing her school uniform, putting her black sweater from her school uniform over top, buttoning it down, and then putting over a little top, her dashiki-like piece, which looked a lot like the material that I was going to use to just make her a one-piece jumper as a zebra. So I peep into the room because I'm seeing all these kids coming out with big, gigantic giraffe necks, and the head of the giraffe is way up here in the sky, or the elephant, and the head of the elephant is way up here, and the ears are sticking out to the side, and I'm thinking, oh, that's what they meant when they said the paper mache, and that it was going to be on her head like a hat, and all the stuff that I had previously been told apparently was true, but it should have all been told all at once, because the way it ended up was not all at once. But anyway, she put on her little zebra hat with the mane going down the back. I peep in the room because I wanted to see how the other zebras are looking. They're in their costumes, most of them. No hat or mask or anything. So I guess their parents just kind of gave up on that whole thing, because the directions weren't very clear from the get-go, and, you work with what you got. So she was the only zebra that had a headpiece on, and it actually looked really cute. But of course I can't show it here on YouTube, because then that would change the content that my videos are under. So I have to play it safe. You actually saw what I created. If you didn't see it, check in the video descriptions, and you can look up that video. But unfortunately, you will not be able to see her wearing that. So we come in, had to pay to get in. This is a school performance. I was like, okay, paid so we get in. We go down to get in the seat. I'm walking down the aisle to get in the seat. And what was that? Suddenly I smell something. And I thought, okay, I'm going to be polite. I'm just going to sit here. Sat down. Didn't say a word. Maybe somebody had some beans or something before they came. And they might have been eating a burrito or whatever. I don't know. 5-10 minutes later, somebody did it again. And it wasn't like letting it rip. It was like the little silent ones that go off whenever a dog comes in the room, and then you're wondering, where did that come from? This happened like 6 times. Passing gas. Sorry if that sounds vulgar. And I'm trying to figure out, okay, is it the person to the left of me, the person to the right of me, the person in front of me? Who is doing this? Never totally found out, but had, got a sneaky suspicion from afterwards, after everything was all over. But clearly, people should not eat onions or beans before they go in to watch a performance like this, because they were definitely in close proximity, and as gross as it sounds, it was hilarious, and I laughed until I cried. But I totally enjoyed it, and I was really proud of my granddaughter for how she did. It was an awesome performance. All the kids did really well, even though I think at the end, the person that coordinated it should have had all the kids up on the stage to do a final bow together. That would have been nice. But it did go very well. And I would love to know what happened to my granddaughter's stuff that we just had to get. Her mom just got her the leggings and the long sleeve t-shirt, which was required as a part of the stuff that was needed to do this performance. But yet somehow it came up missing out of the cubby. That was my granddaughter's cubby. And the bag had my granddaughter's name on it. Somebody then stole her new clothes. That was a part of her costume. But thankfully, she went to school today in her black uniform pants. And although she had on her white uniform shirt, she did have on her black sweater over top of it. So she was able to button that down and then put the white dashiki or whatever you want to call it over top. So it did make her look all zebra-ish, and the headpiece, which I had made for her. And like I said, she was the only zebra with a headpiece. But it was an awesome time today. And she will be performing again tomorrow, which is really exciting. But I won't be there because that would be paying for it 2 days in a row. And I really think that families should not have to pay to go to the school performance. But that's just me in my thinking, especially if each family is given, donating some money towards the whole project of, getting the equipment and the supplies and all of that, and then they're having to buy the clothing for the child, and then the clothing comes up missing. And then having to make the headpiece. So, not complaining though. It's a public school, and we know that public school funding really kind of stinks right now because people's priorities are a little out of whack. Some places and some cities, like the city I live in, happen to believe that it's more important to have like a $300,000 statue put down on the bicycle greenway than to provide items for public schools. Just speaking in my own situation and in my own community and neighborhood. So, well, that was an adventure, and it did kind of help lighten the load from all the negative stuff that had been going on in the community. It's nice when there's some positive that can give a bump and uplift things. So, looking forward to making cookies this weekend. I'm going to do a variety of cookies that we can be able to box up, and some other candy type treats that have pretzels and caramel and all kinds of ooey gooey stuff. But we're not buying the store-bought stuff. We're going to make it in the kitchen. So, until then, talk to you soon.